Welcome to DIYEasyCrafts.com. How to make an easy do-it-yourself cooler stand. Now we're just going to use 4 PVC uprights, and these can be post uprights or fence uprights available at your local hardware store, as well as one 2x4 and post caps, as well as the decorative bottom flanges. We're going to cut like a groove into each of the uprights. I'm going to use a circular saw to make the straight cuts and then finish it off with a jigsaw. What we're basically doing is removing 2 inches from each side. I've measured 16 inches up from the bottom. That's the height that the bottom of the cooler is going to sit at. You'll see what I mean in a minute. One of the straight cuts are made with the circular saw. I'm just going to take out a jigsaw and just finish up the cuts so that I'm not extending one cut past the other. This is the piece that I'm going to remove. You're going to end up with 4 of these sections, 2 for each side. Then we're going to measure from the inside of one end to the inside of the other. That's the length of the 2x4 that we're going to place. We're going to cut, for this particular cooler, 2 31-inch pieces of 2x4, and then I'm going to notch out each of these uprights so that 2x4 slides into the notch just on one side. We don't want to notch both sides because we want to actually hide that 2x4 behind the PVC so that you don't see it in the finished product. Again, I'm just going to use a jigsaw, that notch. So basically you're going to need 2 of each of these, 2 left-handed sides and 2 right-handed sides. And then the 2x4s are going to actually sit down into that notch so that the top of the 2x4 is level with the top of the original cut. And the bottom of the 2x4 rests on that notch, so that the weight from the cooler and the ice and the water and the drinks and everything else is going to sit on that notch. And then we're going to give it some additional support with some screws. In this case, I found some truss head cabinet screws. I chose these because they came with a white head, so I didn't have to paint them at all. They kind of match perfectly with the white PVC uprights that I'm using. Now I just put 2 screws on each side, and that made each assembly secure. So you're going to need 2 assemblies like this. And we have plans available at DIYEasyCrafts.com for free, PDF downloadable. In addition to the 2x4s, I added 3 cross members and just screwed those into place. I'm then taking the post caps and I'm cutting them in half. You need a total of 2 of these so that you end up with 4 halves. These caps actually came with some PVC glue to attach them to the posts. I'm going to use a little bit extra and secure each component of the cap together so that it doesn't fall apart on us. They weren't really meant to be cut in half the way that I did, but the extra glue holds them together nicely. This is a very, very easy project. The entire assembly, including all the cuts, took less than an hour and a half for me to put together. Additional finishing piece is just the bottom molding, which is also available for these post uprights. A little bit of PVC glue, and those each slide right into place. That's the finished stand. The only additional thing that I have to do before mounting the cooler is to throw a little white paint onto the exposed edges of the 2x4 just to hide them a little bit. Once the paint is dry, you have a finished product. A great little cooler stand, easy to build, and this way you don't have to bend down to get your cold drink out of the cooler. Please check us out on the web at www.diyeasycrafts.com. Be sure to check out our other how-to videos, and please subscribe to this YouTube channel.